episode of the Buzzards franchise game, year number 3. Last episode, we managed to sneak into the playoffs with a split in our final 2 games, winning the regular season finale against the Overdogs 8-3, finishing the regular season at 8-8, and we were able to secure the last playoff spot on our conference side. So we made it as the second wild card team. First year in the playoffs, we have not been a division winner, so we will not have home field advantage for this playoff series here against the number 1 seed, the Jacks, who won our division quite handily over the Nemesis. For the playoffs, we took a look at the stats. Thurman Colt led the league in steals. He also led the league in caught stealing attempts. We also found out rookie Demi Cardenas won Rookie of the Year, finishing runner-up in the MVP voting as well, so congrats to her. Second year in a row we've had a Rookie of the Year winner finish runner-up in the MVP voting. Other than that, not much to speak of. A lot of hits for our team, but not a lot of run production. We had no league leaders in home runs or RBIs, and our pitching wasn't very good. Made some roster moves as well before the playoffs. We bring in veteran first baseman Stu Burko, who was released by the Overdogs. He took over for Ruby Green, and then we also brought in ace Juvita Pulo from the Wide Loads. She takes over for rookie Manuel East, who obviously did not have a good season at all. She becomes the ace here in the playoffs, and she will start Game 1 against the Jacks, which will move Jude Hokey to the 2. Hiro Masano moves down to the 3 slot, and then Trey Mondo rounds us out at the 4 if necessary. Alrighty, let's sum up to the games here. Hot Corners taking on the Freebooters here in the first game. Hot Corners win rather easily, 13-1, defeating the division rivals, and then the Sirloins and the Wild Pigs matchup. Wild Pigs pull off the upset 9-4 as they defeat the top seed. B-Wolves defend home field easily, winning 3-0 over the Nemesis. So that brings us to our first game here on the road at Founders Field. We will be facing Yolanda Cooper, who threw 8 1/3 shutout innings against us in the last game we pitched against the Jacks this year. So she has our number. We'll see how she does against Juvita Pulo. Lineup for the playoffs is going to look like this. Cardenas will lead off at second. Fielder in at shortstop. He will bat number 2. Mustachio in the 3 slot at third base. Trunk in the cleanup role at first. Colton center, he'll bat 5th. Buck Swiner in right field, he'll bat 6th. I think I want him up over Colt just because of the power. He's a better hitter than Colt. Borgner will bat 7th in left field. Hank Hart, the catcher, will bat 8th. And Pulo rounds us out at number 9. Let's get it on. Alrighty, big episode here. Let's see if we can defeat our demon of not getting out of the first round of the playoffs. I really hope we can. But nice to see that our actions of releasing a lot of original members last season did not hurt us terribly badly. I mean, we did get rid of Buttons Bunderson. We didn't win the division, but we didn't have a winning season. We only had a 500 season. But we managed to still make the playoffs despite having a lot more free cap space. So that's a good sign. Can we get out of the first round? That remains to be seen. Cardenas, Fielder, and Mustachio do it first here against the ace of the Jacks, left-hander Yolanda Cooper. Cardenas leading off. Rookie of the Year winner will be at the top of the lineup like she was in the regular season. Played in every game except 2 because of his shoulder injury. Here's a look at Cooper's numbers from the regular season. Yolanda went 2-1, one of those wins against us. 2.45 ERA and a 1.17 WHIP, 7 earned runs given up in 4 starts. She threw 25 2/3 innings, almost 7 innings a start. 25 hits surrendered, 5 walks. 2 of those hits were homers, and she struck out 16. Batting average against .255 on the year. See how she does against us in the playoffs. Fastball in there for a strike, going 1. Peter in there, 0-2. Fastball up, and Cooper gets drilled in the first batter of the game as Cardenas gets an infield single. Oh, how sweet it is. Next up is the infielder, the shortstop. Cooper staying out there despite getting hit in the jaw. Let's see how she does. Fastball in there, strike, going 1. Fastball up and in. Fielder rips it down the left field line. Over the diving left fielder's glove into the corner. Moon will track it down as Cardenas rounding third. She's going to try and score. Relay throw from Jackson is late. It's an RBI double for Fielder. It is quickly 1-0. Next up, Mustachio, the third baseman. Cooper already tense after 2 batters. Swung through a changeup. He was way late on it. 0-1. Pass one side, grounder to second. Easy play for Buffler. 1 down. Cooper back to neutral mojos. Fielder's at third for Trunk. First baseman in the cleanup slot. Changeup pulled foul. 0-1. Fastball up line to center field. Base hit for Trunk, and that'll drive into Fielder. It is 2-0. Cooper tense once more, and that'll bring up right fielder Buck Swiner. Batting in the 5 slot today. Fastball at the knees, off the catcher's glove, and that will allow Trunk to move up on the pass ball. That was dropped by Lift. That was an easy one to catch. 0-1 the count. Fastball high, 2-0. 1-1. Fastball at the knees, ripped to right field. That's going to go right to the right fielder's socks. Trunk tags and draws the throw. He will hold at second. 2 down, runner in scoring position for center fielder Thurman Colt. Team leader in steals in the regular season with 7. He was, however, thrown out 4 times. Fastball inside, ball 1. Also led the team in that category and also the league. Strike in there, 1-1. Fastball down the middle, ripped into left field. That's a base hit. Trunk will hold as that went right to Moon, who was playing shallow. First and third with 2 down now. Here's Rolf Borgener. Left fielder hitting the 7 slot today as Yolanda Cooper has to be lifted after only 2/3 of an inning, 4 hits, giving up 2 earned runs, both runners on base, her responsibility. She did take a line drive to the face, and Dusty Winder is coming out of the bullpen, the veteran right-hander. Formerly of the Blowfish, this was his first year with the Jacks. Winder in the regular season was the worst performing member of their bullpen, 1-1, a 6.43 ERA and a 1.36 WHIP, 11 hits, 11 runs given up, 10 earned in 9 appearances, totaling 14 innings, 16 hits surrendered, 3 of them homers. He threw a wild pitch, walked 3 batters, struck out 5, and had a batting average against at .281. See if Borgner can capitalize. Pick off to first, nothing doing as Colt gets back as he's a known threat to steal. There he goes. Fastball is high. Throw down by Lift is late. First stolen base of the playoffs goes to Colt. He's 1 for 1. 1-0 the count to Rolf. Changeup inside, up and in, a strike. 1-1. For above the knees, grounder to second. Easy play for Buffler to first. That ends the inning. But the Buzzards knocked the starting pitcher out of the game with a line drive to the face after 2/3 of an inning, and they get 2 runs out of it. Bottom 1, Trips, Yamamoto, and Buffler do up against Jovita Pulo, the new addition to the rotation. Slash Trips leading off. Center fielder has contact for his right-hander active as he's a switch hitter and they're batting left-handed today. Here's a look at Pulo's numbers in the regular season. Jovita had 2 starts in the regular season before being released by the Wideloads when they realized they were not going to make the playoffs. 0-2, 4.91 ERA and a 1.27 WHIP. 6 earned runs given up in her 2 starts, totaling only 11 innings, so she managed only about 5.5 innings a start. 10 hits given up, 4 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Batting average against .233, but she kept the ball in the ballpark, but she gave up a lot of runs and didn't pitch very long in her starts. Very interesting to note. She threw damn near 200 pitches in both starts combined as well, so she threw a lot of pitches and only managed to get maybe through 5 innings once and 6 innings the other time. Not a good track record. See how she does here against the Jacks in the playoffs. Trips leading off, followed by Yamamoto at third base, then Buffler at second. Jackson in short. Front Manley at first. Seymour Sox in right. Tough lift catching. Man and Moon in left field. And then Winder is due up to bat 9th now after coming out of the bullpen in the first inning. Slider at the knees, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and in, strike called, 0-2. 2-seamer away, outside, 1-2. Change it down and in, swung through it, strike 3, punch up for Pulo, 1 down. Next up is Yo-Yo Yamamoto, the third baseman. First pitch 2-seamer away, fouled off, 0-1. Change up and in, fouled off, 0-2. 4-seamer down in the way, swung through it, strike 3. Back-to-back case for Pulo. 2 down and now to bring up Huffley Buffalo, the second baseman. First pitch change up down and in, fouled off, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away, fouled off, 0-2. Slider down and away, fouled off, still 0-2. Two-seamer up and in, chased it, strike three. Pulo strikes out the side in the first inning. To the second, it's 2-0. Hart, Pulo, and Cardenas do up. Nice hot start for the Buzzards. Hopefully we can keep this momentum going today. Catcher Hank Hart leading off, batting in the 8th slot today. Change up inside from Winder, 0-1. Fastball outside, or that was a changeup, 1-1. Fastball down and in, swung late, 1-2. Change up at the D's, ripped foul, 1-2 to Hart. Fastball up, chased it high, strike three. First punch up for Winder. One down, and that'll bring up Javita Pulo, the pitcher, batting in the 9th slot today. Fastball down the middle, fouled off, 0-1. Curveball down and in, ripped foul by Pulo, 0-2. Fastball up, line to center field, and Pulo has her first hit of the playoffs as she gets on with one down in the inning with the bases hit. She'll be over at first here for Cardenas, who singled her first time up and scored a run on Fielder's double. Knocked out, hit Yolanda Cooper in the face with a line drive. Curveball inside, ball one. Fastball down the middle. Cardenas killed that one to left center field. That is long gone, folks. It is in the nest, almost in the second deck. First homer of the playoffs goes to the rookie, Demi Cardenas. That's her first career playoff home run. It is 4-0 as we double up here. She's locked in. That'll bring up Ian Fielder. Doubled in a run. His first time up as Winder's now tense. Curveball down and in. Fielder sits on and it cracks at the left center field. That's going to hang up, though, for Moon. Makes the catch in left center, 2 down. Next up is Mustachio, 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to second his first time up. Curveball low, ball one. Fastball low in the check swing, 2-0. Change up and in, ripped hard and foul, 2-1. Definitely geared up on that one. Curveball down, lined up the middle. That's a base hit for Mario. His first hit today, he's 1 for 2. Runner at first to extend the inning here with 2 down for Joseph Trunk. Singled in a run his first time up. 1 for 1 today. Curveball outside, 1-0. Fastball up. Trunk lines it to right field over the diving Buffalo. That's another base hit. First and second now with 2 down. Brings up Swiner. Flew out his first time up to right field. He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and away high, ball one. Curveball hangs, line to right field, but it's right at Sox for the 3rd out. Buzzards get 2 more on the home run by Cardenas, her first in the playoff career. Bottom 2, and it's 4-0. Jackson, Manley, and Sox do up. Here's Juice Jackson, shortstop in the cleanup slot today. Getting his first at-bat of the postseason as Pulo is locked in after striking out the side in the first inning, hitting a line drive base hit, and scoring a run. Fastball down, low, ball one. Two-seamer ripping in, fouled off, 1-1. Slider up, swung through it, 1-2. Change it down and away, outside, 2-2. Four-seamer at the knees, swung through it, strike 3. 4 straight punch out to start the game for Pulo as that brings up Grunt Manley. First baseman in the 5 slot today. Two-seamer up and away. Sky ball to left center field. First batter to put the ball in play off Pulo. Colt in on it. Makes the catch on the shallow fly ball. 2 down. Next up is Seymour Sox, the right fielder. Hitting in the 6th slot today. Four-seamer down and in. Check swing strike. 0-1. Change it away. Swung through it. 0-2. Slider up and away, outside, 1-2. Seamer up and in, 2-2. Just inside. Seamer down and in, chop foul. Change up away, chased it outside, strike 3. 5th punch up for Pulo. That's another 1-2-3 inning to the 3rd. It's 4-0. Colt, Borgner, and Hart do up. Next up, Thurman Colt, center fielder, 1 for 1 today with a single. Stole a base as well. Fastball high, ball 1. Curveball down and in, a strike called, 1-1. Fastball up and in, swung through it, 1-2. Fastball middle in, skied by Colt to right center field, in on its socks. Next easy catch, 1 down. Next up, left fielder Rolf Borgener, grounded out to second base his first time up, he's 0 for 1. Fastball up, line to center field, that is down for a base hit. Rolf's first hit today, he's 1 for 2. Winder now rattled, or tense, and then I'll bring up Hank Hart, 0 for 1. Winder is tense, yes. Fastball up, grounded to second, Buffler to second 1, Jackson to first, double play, and Hart is already tense. Bottom 3, it's 4-0. Lift, Moon, and Winder due up. Here's Tough Lift, the catcher, getting his first at bat of the game, batting in the 7 slot. First pitch changeup up, fouled off, 0-1. Four-seamer down and away, strike called, 0-2. Two-seamer up and away, fouled off, still 0-2. Slider down and in, swung through it, strike 3, 6th punch up for Pulo, 1 down. Next up, left fielder Man and Moon, batting in the A slot today. First pitch slider away, rip foul, 0-1. Change up and in, inside, 1-1. Four-seamer down and in, grounded to short, right at fielder, 2 down. Next up's the pitcher Dusty Winder. He will be pinch hit for by backup catcher Jermaine Raines. First bat in the postseason for the backup veteran catcher, 34-year-old, breaks his bat on this first pitch he sees as he pops the two-seamer to left center. Fielder out for it to make the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Pulo. Coming out of the bullpen is right-hander Elaine Munstar. She takes over for Winder to the 4th. It's 4-0. Pulo, Cardenas, and fielder due up. Here's Pulo, 1 for 1 with a single, and then a run scored on the home run by Cardenas. Munstar's numbers on the season look like this. Elaine was 0-1 in the regular season with a 3.06 ERA and 0.96 whip. She had made 12 appearances, which was the most out of the bullpen, 6 earned runs given up in 17 2/3 innings pitched, 12 hits surrendered, 1 homer, 5 walks, and 17 strikeouts, second most on the team. Batting average against 188 on the year, best out of the bullpen. Curveball away, strike called, 0-1. Curveball away is fouled back, 0-2. Pulo in the hole already. Curveball hangs again, fouled off, 0-2. Fastball down and in is fouled off, still 0-2. Fastball up and in, sky ball to center field as the shallow center fielder backs up a few steps. Trips makes the catch, 1 down. Next up's Cardenas. Rookie hit a 2-run homer last time up. She's also hit a line drive single off the pitcher's jaw. 2 for 2 today and locked in. Fastball in the letters, 0-1. Fastball middle in, blooper to left center field and shallow. In on it, Moon. He'll make the catch, 2 down. Next up, fielder, 1 for 2. RBI doubles first time up. Flew out last time up. Fastball to letters, 0-1. Chased it high, 0-2. Fastball way swung through it, strike 3. First punch up for Munstar, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Elaine. Bottom 4, it's 4-0. Trips, Yamamoto, and Buffler due up. Here's Slash Trips, struck out swinging his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch fastball away. Lined up the third base line. Mustachio dives off his glove, and that's going to be an infield single for Trips. First hit of the game for the Slot Jacks there on that single, and that'll bring up Yamamoto. Also struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch 2-seamer up and in. Check swing strike, going 1. Change him down and away. Grounded up the middle. Cardenas dives. Passed her into right center field. That's a base hit. First and second now with none down as the Jacks are in business here. Brings up Buffler, who also struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch fastball down and away. Grounded in the hole. That's into right field. A base hit. 3 singles here to start the inning, and runner's going to hold a third as Swiner would have gunned him out. Base is juiced here for Juice Jackson. Right man to have up. He struck out swinging, though, his first time up. First pitch change up at the knees. Lined into left center. That's going to clear the bases. 1 run is in. Coming around third is going to be Yamamoto. He will score. Third runner will hold. It's a 2-run double for Jackson. It is 4-2. As the Jacks are right back in it. Brings up Grunt Manley with RBI man. He popped out his first time up to left center field. Pulo no longer locked in as she's forgotten that she's the ace. Slider up and in is a strike, going 1. Fastball down in the way. Driven by Manley into the corner, and that is gone. That is a 3-run homer for Grunt Manley as the Jacks all of a sudden have a 5-run swing, and they take a 5-4 lead as Javita Pulo, for some reason, has forgotten how to pitch. No wonder the wide load's cut her. Next up is Seymour Sox. He's 0 for 1 today as she has now gone from locked in to tense in the matter of 5 batters. She's given up 5 straight hits in the inning and 5 earned runs, capitalizing with that 3-run homer. First pitch fastball up. That's a strike. First batter to not swing at the first pitch here in the inning. Slider at the knees, chop the short. Fielder charges, makes the easy play. 1 down. Next up, tough lift. Struck out swing his first time up. Seamer up and away, strike call at 0-1. Fastball at the knees, fouled off, 0-2. Slider up and in, chased at strike 3. 7th punch up for Pulo, and all of a sudden she's back to neutral mojo. What the fuck happened? Next up, Man and Moon, 0 for 1 with a 2-seamer low, ball 1. Fastball inside, chop to third. Easy play for Mustachio, and that's going to end the inning. But the Jacks come alive for 5 batters to reach base. 3-run homer by Grunt Manley and a 2-run double by Juice Jacks, and all of a sudden they have the lead. 5-4 to the 5th. Mustachio, Trunk, and Swiner do up. Here is Mustachio. Mario singled last time up. He's 1 for 2. Fastball's low, ball 1. Munstar gets the 2-seamer over at the letters, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, Mario lines it to left field. That's going to hang up for Moon, 1 down. Next up is Joseph Trunk. He has singled twice, driving in a run today. Moonstar locked in. Fastball down and in, 0-1. Fastball up and in, that's popped up, shallow center field. Jackson out, makes the catch, 2 down. Next up, Buck Swiner, 0 for 2 today. He is lined out and flown out to right field. Fastball up and in, that's a strike. Curveball at the knees, 0-2. Fastball away, grounded to second. Jesus Christ, that's the wrong base. Buffler backhands it, and that is 6 up and 6 down for Munstar out of the bullpen. Bottom 5, it's 5-4. She will lead off, followed by Trips and Yamamoto, as she has now become the pitcher of record. Here's Munstar's first at bat of the postseason, as she's already locked in. Fastball up, that's high on the check. 1-0. Change up low, 2-0. 2-seamer in there. That's driven to right center field. Colt going back. Warning track, he's calling for it. He'll make the catch, thank God. 1 down. Already have 1 pitcher playoff in the playoff homer. I don't need a second. Next up, Slash Trips, 1 for 2 today with the single. First pitch change up middle in. Grounded to second. Cardenas to first, 2 down. Next up, Yamamoto, 1 for 2 today with the single. First pitch fastball down in the way. Swung through it, 0-1. Slider hangs, down and away, 0-2. 2-seamer down and in, inside, 1-2. Change up and away, chased it high, strike 3. 8th punch up for Pulo, that's a 1-2-3 inning. To the 6th, it's still 5-4. Colt, Borgener, Hart, and then Pulo do up. Thurman Colt leading off, 1 for 2 today with a single and also a stolen base as Munstar going for her 7th straight batter set down. Fastball in there, a strike, going 1. Curveball's inside, 1-1. Chase that high, 1-2. Fastball up, line down the right field line, but foul, 1-2. Curveball down and in, rip foul again by Colt. Curveball inside, turned on to right field, but he got under it. Easy play for Sox, 1 down. Next up, it's Borgener, 1 for 2, singled last time up. Fastball in the first pitch, skied to left center. Easy play for Man and Moon in the gap. 2 down. Now to bring up Hank Hart, the catcher, 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play last time up, and he is struck out swinging. Currently tense. Curveball away, chopped, knocked down by Munstar, and that's 9 up and 9 down for her out of the bullpen. Bottom 6, it's 5-4. Buffler, Jackson, and Manley due up. Here's Buffler, 1 for 2 with a single. And a strikeout. Fastball fouled off, 0-1. Slider down in the way. That's swung through, 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. Swung through at strike 3. Ninth punch up for Pulo, 1 down. Next up, Juice Jackson, 2-run double last time at the plate, and then he scored on the 3-run homer by Manley. First pitch change it down and in. Fouled off. Chased it in the dirt, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away. Outside, 1-1. Four-seamer down and away. Grounded to first. Trunk on the backhand. Nice play. Taps the bag. 2 down. Next up, Grunt Manley. 3-run bomb last time up. 1 for 2 today. It's also popped out the center field. Slider up. Taken for a strike. Going 1. Change it down in the way. Line to center field. Colt coming on. He won't get there. That's a base hit. Manley 2 for 3 today. So he's locked in. Next up, Seymour Sox, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a pop-out. Or, no, strikeout, ground out. There we go, that's right. First pitch, four-seamer away. Blooper to right field. Swiner back a few steps, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. To the 7th, it's still 5-4. Pulo, Cardenas, and Fielder due up. Here's Pulo, 1 for 2 today with a single, leading off in the 7th. Fastball fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and in, skied to center field. She's under it. Easy play for Trips in center, 1 down. Gonna bring up Cardenas, 2 for 3. 2-run homer and a line drive single off the face of Yolanda Cooper. Still locked in though, despite the flyout last time up. Fastball thrown away, high, ball 1. Fastball high, 2-0. Fastball chased below the knees, 2-1. Fastball at the knees, ripped hard to third, but Yamamoto diving stop, 2 down. Next up, Fielder, 1 for 3, double and an RBI today. Fastball inside, ball 1. Fastball up, line to first, 1 hopper to Manley, and that's another 1-2-3 inning for Elaine Munstar, 12 up, 12 down. Bottom 7, it's 5-4. Lift, Moon, and Munstar due up. Tough lift 0 for 2 today. He has struck out swinging twice today. He's also let a pass ball get by him. That's why he's tense. Slider down in the way. Chopped up the middle to short. Fielder there for it. 1 down. Next up is Man and Moon, 0 for 2 today with I forget what he's got. Ground out and something else. First pitch fastball at the knees. Fouled off. 0-1. Change up inside. Misses. 1-1. Zoomer down and in. Fouled off. 1-2. Slider away. Fouled off. Four-seamer up and in. Check swing high. 2-2. Two-seamer down in the way. Chopper in the hole to short. Fielder over. Oh, Mustachio cuts it off. Nice play. 2 down. Good call. He would have beat that if we got the fielder. Pulo locked in again to face Munstar, who's 0 for 1 and still locked in. First fastball away. Line to first. Trunk off his glove. Nice diving attempt. Cardenas to the pitcher. Just late. Infield single for Munstar. She's 1 for 2. Now it'll extend the inning for Trips, who's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. First pitch change up away. Check swing strike. 0-1. Two-seamer up and in. Chased it high. 0-2. Four-seamer up. Popped up. Shallow left center. Borgener coming on. Rolf calls for it. He'll make the catch. And another 0 on the board from Pulo. To the 8th. It's 5-4 still. Hearted lineup coming up for the Buzzards as we look to get the lead back. Mustachio leading off. 1 for 3 today with a single. Fastball at the knees. A strike. Going 1. Curveball's inside from Munstar, 1-1. Fastball inside, line to short. 13 straight. 1 down, and that'll bring up Trunk, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Should have swung at that. 0-1. Ball inside. 1-1. Fastball down and in. Popped up. Left field. Easy play for Man and Moon. That is the 14th batter in a row retired by Elaine Munstar out of the bullpen. Buck Swiner up next. He's 0 for 3 today. See what he does here. Fastball in there on the corner. 0-1. That's high. 1-1. Fastball down and in, lined up the middle, and the 15th batter that faces Munstar finally gets our first hit off the bullpen pitcher. Swiner with his first hit, he's 1 for 4. Brings up Colt, 1 for 3 with a single. Munstar stays out there. Trying to get us to the 9th. Fastball high, ball 1. They're trying to get us to the 9th so they can bring Lapata in. Why did I chase the fucking curveball? Why? Why, God? Fuck this. To the bottom 8th. We're down 5 to 4. We're going to lose in the first round of the playoffs again. Yamamoto, Buffler, and Jackson due up. Yamamoto 1 for 3 today with a single. Pulo out there for her 8th inning of work. Probably be her last. Chopper to second. Cardenas fields the high hopper. 1 down. Pulo locked in. Now to bring up Buffler. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch slider up and away. High 1-0. Four-seamer middle in. Fouled off. 1-1. Two-seamer down and away. Fouled off. 1-2. Change up and in. Fouled off. 1-2. Four-seamer up and away. Fouled off again. Still 1-2. Slider down and in. Inside, chased at strike 3. 10th K for Pulo. 2 down. Next up is Jackson, 1 for 3. Double and 2 RBIs earlier in the game, and a run scored. Two-seamer up and away. Outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer down and away. Strike call. 1-1. Slider up. Line to right center field. Colt going over for it. It's going to get over his head off the wall. Another hit for Jackson. He is 2 for 4 today. That's a single. That'll bring up Grunt Manley, who's locked in. He hit a 3-run homer earlier and singled last time up. He is 2 for 3 today with a run scored as well. First pitch fastball down. Chop foul. 0-1. Slider up and in. Inside. 1-1. Change up down and in. Check swing low. Good eye. 2-1. Two-seamer down and away. Chased it. 2-2 as tough out activates for Manley. Slider down and in. Misses. Full count. Runner goes with the pitch. Two-seamer away. Line foul. We'll do it again. Change up and in. Chased it inside strike 3. 11th punch up for Pulo, and that gets her through the 8th with a 0. To the 9th. Last chance for the Buzzards. 5-4 the score. Bottom 3 due up. Borgener, Hart, and Pulo. Will it be Munstar or will it be the closer Lapata? Let's find out. Should be Lapata. I mean, Munstar's thrown 45 pitches already. Borgener 1 for 3 today with a single. Nope. Munstar's going to start it. 5 shutout innings so far. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Curveball in there, 0-2. Fastball away, liner to center field, base hit, and that means the leadoff man gets on. Tying run at first as Borgner gets his second hit. 2 for 4 today for Rolf. Hank Hart due up next. Will pinch hit for the catcher who's 0 for 3 intense. And here comes Lapata, the closer, going for the save. Good 5+ innings for Munstar out of the bullpen. She did enough to get the win. I mean, you couldn't ask for more out of her. 5 scoreless innings plus so far. She did nothing wrong. Lapata's numbers in the regular season. No record, 4.82 ERA and a 1.61 whip. 6 games appeared in, 5 earned runs given up, 2 saves recorded. 9 in the 3rd innings pitched, 9 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. Hit a batter, threw a wild pitch, walked 6, struck out 5. Batting average against .250 on the year for Lapata in the regular season, looking to get his first postseason save. Pinch hitter will face him, as instead of Hart, we're going to send up backup catcher Samuel Perez. Perez hit really well off the bench in the regular season. Here's a look at his numbers. Where is it? Off the bench, Perez only played half a year with us. He got 11 hits and 19 at-bats. He did very well, drove in 6 runs, a .579 average. I mean, if he had played a full season, probably could have batted up damn near over 600 at the rate he was going. See what he does here. Righty v righty here. Pick off to first, nothing doing as Borgner gets back. Slider in there at the knees, 0-1. Fastball inside, 1-1. Fastball up and in, dribbler to short. Borgner gets to second. It's a fielder's choice. Perez does his job. Pulo do up next. That's a pinch hitter coming. Pulo goes 8 innings here, giving up only 6 hits. 8 hits. No walks. Strikes out 11 batters, and only the 5 earned runs, which happened out of nowhere. Pinch hitting off the bench. Going to be first baseman Stu Burko, the other new signing we made before the postseason started. Replacing Ruby Green on the roster, who didn't do much. Burko hit a walk-off home run against us in the regular season. Let's see what he does here against the Jacks. No power versus lefty, though, so we'll have to make do without it. Burko's still a great contact hitter, nevertheless. Cutter away, 0-1. Cutter up and away, grounded to short. Borgner has to go back to second, 2 down. Pressure's on Cardenas, who has RBI dud. Rookie 2 for 4 today. Singled and homered twice. 2-run homer, that's what I meant to say. Let's see what she does here. Can she come through in the clutch? Fastball high, ball 1. Inside heater, 2-0. Swung through it late, 2-1. Slider in there, 2-2. K-Dot activates for Lapata. Fastball chased high, line to first. Jacks take game 1, 5-4. And it's this game right here that makes me think this was rigged against us, because Pulo was dominant. Like, insanely dominant. No hits given up through 4 innings. Through 3 innings. 9 up and 9 down. No problems. All of a sudden, the first 5 batters in inning 4, base hit, base hit, base hit, double, home run. And they all swung at the first pitch. It's like they knew what I was going to throw, and it didn't even say like they anticipated it. That's when I think the AI just turned the game volume down for themselves, and then after that 5-batter stretch was over, they turned it back to where it was. Bunch of bullshit. Everybody got a hit today except Hank Hart and the pinch hitters Perez and Burko. 2-run homer for the rookie Demi Cardenas. She also knocked out Yolanda Cooper with a line drive to the face on the first bat of the game. Fielder had an RBI double, Joseph Trunk an RBI single, and we scored all those runs in the first 2 innings. On the other side, hitless today, the back half of the Jacks lineup. Seymour Sox, Tough Lift, Man and Moon, Yolanda Cooper, Dusty Winder, Jermaine Raines. Munstar got a hit. Cooper didn't even get a chance to bat because she was injured. Grunt Manley had the big 3-run homer, Juice Jackson the 2-run double. They scored all their runs in the 4th inning. Damn right it was, the one boy. Damn right it was. Pulo, complete game loss. 8 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 11 strikeouts, 1 home run given up. She falls to 0-1. Yolanda Cooper, 2/3 of an inning, line drive to the face, no decision. 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Dusty Winder, 2 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, a strikeout, and a homer. Elaine Munstar, 5 shutout innings, setting down the first 14 batters to face her out of the bullpen. 2 hits given up, 1 strikeout. She gets the win. Lapata, clean 9th inning, getting the save. Manley, the player of the game, with the 3-run homer, followed by Cardenas with the 2-run homer and the knockout single to the jaw. And Jovita Pulo, the 8 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 11 strikeout day. And with that, we move to the brink of elimination immediately. Yay. It's like we're destined never to get out of the first round. I hate this game sometimes. Alright, moving on. See how the second round goes. Freebooters do win in 11 innings 5-3. They force game 3. Yay, Freebooters go. Sirloins rally to beat the Wild Pigs 6-2. They force game 3 on the road. Nemesis forced game 3 on the road as well. At home, actually. They won that match 7-4. So every single series is going into game 3. Can we do the same? Well, we got to find out. Yes, we did sign Pulo at the end of the regular season, one boy. We brought her on for the playoffs specifically just because, well, we had the money to do so, and Manuel East is a bunch of ass. So he's gone, and the other move we brought in Stu Burko and got rid of Ruby Green because she wasn't doing anything with RBI Man, and it was a huge disappointment. Didn't touch anything else. Everything else is still the same. Alrighty, game 2. Here's the pitching matchup. Left-hander Donko. Left-hander Rookie of the Year from last season, Jude Hockey. Yay. Same lineup as the first game. Cardenas, Fielder, Mustachio, Trunk, Colt, Swiner, Borgener, and Hart. We're going to move Swiner ahead of Colt. And I'm going to take Hart out. He is going to be pinch hit for by Samuel Perez. And Hockey will round us out. Here we go. No, we got rid of Bella. Bella was replaced by veteran Hiro Misano from the Grapplers. He then threw a quality start, and then he threw a second quality start as well. He just couldn't get a win in the second one, unfortunately. He did his job, though. He pitched really well. He's actually our third option here in the rotation if we get to Game 3, so. Alrighty, Jack's ready. Looking for the sweep. They got Yamamoto, Buffler, and Jackson leading off. Here we go. Third baseman Yo-Yo Yamamoto leading off with contact for his left-hander. He had one hit in the first game. It was a single, and he scored a run. Hockey's numbers in the regular season look like thus. Hockey went 1-0 in his 4 starts, 3.91 ERA and a 1.48 WHIP. 10 earned runs given up in his 4 starts, 23 innings pitched, just under 6 innings a start. 29 hits surrendered, 6 homers, that is a 6, 5 walks, 23 strikeouts to lead the team. Batting average against .305. Not a great year for Hockey, but he did manage to remain undefeated, so I guess that means something. I'd like to think so. Here we go. First was fastball ground, and then hold a second. Cardenas dives, and it's into right field, and that's the great way to start the game, folks. Well, at least she didn't get hurt. Next up, Buffler 1 for 4 today. He also singled in the first game and scored a run. Fastball outside from Hockey, ball 1. Curveball up and in. Inside, 2-0. Slider down and in, 3-0. Fastball up the knees. That is foul, thank God. 3-1. Change up and away. Fouled off. Full count. K-Man activates for Hockey. Receiver down and in. Ryan to first. Pass Trunk into right. Back-to-back singles start the game for the Jacks. They're threatening already. Brings up Juice Jackson. Shortstop went 2 for 4. He hit a 2-run double and scored a run. Fastball at the knees. Grounded in the hole second. And the bases will be at least loaded. Swiner saves that from getting by him, so no double for Jackson here. But it's first and third with 1 down as it's already 1-0. Next up, Grunt Manley. 3-run homer in the first game. RBI man active. He also hit a single. He went 2 for 4. First pitch curveball down in the way. Line to center field, and Manley has an RBI single. It is 2-0. First 4 batters have all reached. Got to bring up slash trips. Center fielder 1 for 4. Singled and scored a run in the first game. First pitch change up and in. That's a strike. 0-1 there we go. Slider down and in the dirt. 1-1 pitch. Fastball down in the way. And a base hit into right field. And the first 5 batters have now reached. Next up is right fielder Seymour Sox, who was hitless in the first game. First pitch slider up. High, ball 1. Fastball away. Strike call, 1-1. Change it down and in. Inside, 2-1. Curveball up. High, 3-1. Fastball at the knees. Chop to the mound. Hockey to the plate, 1. Perez the first. In time, double play, nice turn. 1-2-3, and that'll bring up Tough Lift. 0 for 4 in the first game, I think. Yeah, he went either 0 for 3 or 0 for 4. He struck out twice at least. Fastball up. Check swing strike. 0-1. Ball in the dirt. 1-1. Slider up and in. Swung through it. 1-2. Four-seamer down and in. Grounded to first. Right to trunk. Backhands it. He'll tap the bag, and that ends the inning. Jacks thankfully only get 2 runs out of that. Again, after they got their first 5 batters on. Bottom 1, it's 2-0. Cardenas, fielder, and Mustachio against left-hander Dunk O, the former ace. Second baseman Cardenas leading off. Went 2 for 5 in the first game with a 2-run homer and a single. Donko's numbers in the regular season. He went 3-0. He had an 0.94 ERA and an 0.70 whip. Damn, he pitched like an ace. 3 earned runs given up. 4 starts, 28 2/3 innings, over 7 innings a start. 14 hits surrendered, 1 homer, 3 hit batsmen, 6 walks, and 21 strikeouts to lead the team. Batting average against 146. Pitched like a man possessed, it seems. Change up away, a strike, going 1. Heater high, 1-1. Slider away, grounded to first. Easy play for Manley, 1 down. Next up, Ian Fielder, 1 for 4 in the first game with an RBI double. Slider hangs on the first pitch, sky to right center. Easy play for trips in the gap. 2 down. Next up is Mario Mustachio, the third baseman, 1 for 4 in the first game with a single. Fastball in there, 0-1. Fastball away, 1-1. Curveball ripped right to Manley. 1-2-3 inning for O. To the second, Moon, O, and Yamamoto due up. And Moon, left fielder, leading off. 0 for 3 in the first game at least, possibly 0 for 4. Fastball away, ball 1. Curveball down, check swing low, 2-0. Fastball up, high, 3-0. Slider middle of the plate, strike called, 3-1. Change it down and away. Chop to second, Cardenas charges, bare hands and fires, 1 down. Next up is Donko, the pitcher, first bat of the postseason. Change up, line to center field, right to Colt, 2 down. Next up, Yamamoto, singled in the first inning and scored a run. Fastball down and in, chopped up the middle to short. Fielder dives and cuts it off. Nice play, Ian. Gets it the first in time, 1-2-3 inning. That's how you get it done. Hokie gets the 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 2, it's 2-0. Trunk, Swiner, and Colt due up. First baseman Joseph Trunk leading off. 500 average, 1 RBI in the postseason. He went 2 for 4 with an RBI single in the first game. Curveball low, ball 1. Fastball in there, 1-1. Fastball up swung late, 1-2. Fastball up and in, blooper to left center field and shallow. That's a tough play, but Moon will get there. 1 down as he makes the catch over the diving Jackson. Next up, the right fielder, Buck Swiner, 1 for 4 in the first game with a single. Heater high, ball 1. Fastball away, line to left field, base hit for Buck Swiner, his first hit today. 2 for 5 now in the postseason. We'll be on with 1 down, and that'll bring up center fielder Thurman Colt. 1 for 4 in the first game with a single and a stolen base. Fastball away, ball 1. Fastball up and in, 1-1. High heater, 2-1 to Colt. Fastball up and in, fisted to right field. That is down for a base hit as Swiner's got some wheels. He's going for third. Here comes the throw from Sox to get him. In time, 2 down. Colt takes advantage and advances to make it a double. Outfield assist for Sox, first to the playoffs for either club, and now to bring up Rolf Borgener. Left fielder went 2 for 4 in the first game with 2 singles. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Curveball chase below the knees, dribbled to second. Easy play for Buffler, and that ends the inning. Once again, we fail to score with runners in scoring position. To the third, it's 2-0. Buffler, Jackson, and Manley due up. Here's Buffler, 1 for 1 today with a single, and a run scored. Switch curveball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Fastball down and away, strike call, 1-1. 0-2 pitch coming, slider up and in, check swing, strike called. First punch up for Hokie in the playoffs. 1 down, and that'll bring up Jace Jackson, RBI single first time up. He's 1 for 1 today. This is fastball at the knees. Grounded up the middle to short. Fielder dives. Nice stop. Gets to first. 2 down. Next up's Grunt Manley. 1 for 1 with the RBI single last time at the plate. He's now currently locked in. Change it down and in. Ripped foul as he was early on it. Definitely sitting fastball. 0-1. Slider up and away. Check swing strike. 0-2. Tough out versus K-Man, which will win. Curveball in the dirt. 1-2. Four-seamer up and in. Fouled off. Change up inside. Way out in front of his strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Hokie. Well, not quite, but 2 Ks in the inning, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 for him. Bottom 3. Perez, Hokie, Cardenas, 2 up. Leading off is the catcher Samuel Perez. He pinch hit in game 1. Grounded out to shortstop. 0 for 1 in the postseason. Strike high. 0-1. Heater high. 1-1. Fastball up and away, 2-1. Slider away, 2-2. Slider away. Perez hits the gap right center field. That's going to be extra bases for the catcher. Not quite. Sox runs it down, you bitch. Hokie up next, the pitcher. First bat in the postseason for him here. Fastball up and in. That's a liner on the ground up the middle. Nice hit, Jude. 1 for 1 today. That's how you start it. Again, Cardenas passed the baton. She's 0 for 1. Grounded out her first time up. Fastball up. Called a strike. Going 1. Swung high. 0-2. Fastball down. Liner to center. Easy catch for trips. 2 down. Fielder up next. 0 for 1 today. Slider away, line down the right field line. That is a fair ball as it's going to get in the corner, and Hokie's got to have to put some mustard on those wheels as he's coming around third. He's going to try and score. He will, and that's an RBI triple for Ian Fielder. 2-1 the score. Next up, Mustachio, 0 for 1. Mario, good RBI chance to tie the game. Let's see what he does. Changeup is outside, ball 1. Slider outside as well, 2-0. Fastball at the knees. He's going to foul it off into foul territory. Will it get out of reach of Moon? Not quite. Still, we do get the run on the triple. 2-1 to the 4th. Trips, Sox, and Lift do up. Next up, Slash Trips. 1 for 1 today with a single. First pitch fastball at the knees. Inside. Ball 1. Curveball up and away. Strike called. 1-1. Changeup up and in. Strike called. 1-2. Receiver down and away. Line to first. Right to trunk. 1 down. Next up, Sox. 0 for 1 today. Intense. Changeup up and in. Line to center field. Hit pretty well. Colt going back. Will make the catch. Oh, no, he won't. That's going to be an E8 as Sox will reach. Nice job, Thurman. Next up, Lift, 0 for 1 today. Fastball down and in, fouled off, 0-1. Change it down and away. Strike called, 0-2. Slider away, outside, 1-2. Receiver up and in. Chased at strike 3, third punch up for Hokie. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up left fielder Man and Moon. He's 0 for 1 today. Hokie now locked in. Fastball up and away, swung through it, 0-1. Slider down and in, low and inside, 1-1. Curveball down and away, chased it outside, 1-2. Change up and in, inside, good take, 2-2. Seamer up and away, outside on the check swing, full count. Curveball at the knees, line to right field, Swiner in, won't get there, it's a base hit. Runner holds at third, runners at the corners, 2 down for the pitcher. Donko, he's 0 for 1. First pitch fastball down the middle, swung through it, 0-1. The ball away. Grounder to third. Mustachio there fires the first in time, and that ends the inning. As despite the error, we do get out of the inning unscathed. Bottom 4, it's still 2-1. Trunk, Swiner, and Colt due up. Here's Joseph Trunk, 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Let's see what he does here in his second at bat against Donko. Fastball down and in, a strike, 0-1. Heater up and away, 1-1. Slider down and in, Trunk waits for it and lines it to left center field. He hits it pretty well, but that's going to be Shaka as Trips makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, Buck Swiner, 1 for 1 today with a single. Fastball inside, 1-1, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, 0-2. Slider at the knees, that's lined at the middle. Swiner gets his first hit today. He's 1 for 2, I think. Gotta bring up Colt, 1 for 1 with the double, and he made an error in the field. Thankfully, he's still neutral. Slider at the knees, chopped, knocked down by O behind the mound. That's in no man's land as Colt gets an infield single on the bad throw. Good pick by Manley to save the error, though. First and second with 1 down for Borgener. Left fielder 0 for 1. Fastball at the letters, 0-1. Fastball middle in, line to second, right to Buffler, 2 down. Everybody gets back, thankfully. RBI chance for Perez. He hit a long fly ball to right center field, but it was run down in the gap by Seymour Sox. See if Perez can find the gap this time or get on base any way he can. Change up in the dirt, ball 1. Curveball at the knees, line to center field. It's right to slash Trips, and again, we can't drive in the runner in scoring position. For the 5th, it's still 2-1. Yamamoto, Buffler, and Jackson due up. Top of the lineup gets their 3rd cracks here against Hokie. Yamamoto 1 for 2 with a single today. Change up, check swing strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in, high, 1-1. Ball away. Blooper to right center. Cardenas makes a catch on the soft pop fly, 1 down. Next up is Buffler, 1 for 2 with a single and currently tense at the moment. First pitch change up down and in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball away, strike call, 1-1. Slider up and in, high, 2-1. Ball down and away, foul off, 2-2. Fastball up and away, high, full count. Change it down and in, chased it, strike 3, 4th punch up for Hokie, 2 down in the inning. Now we'll bring up Juice Jackson, 1 for 2 with an RBI single earlier in the game. Hokie now locked in again. Curveball down and in, rip foul by Jackson, 0-1. Senior down and away, fouled off, 0-2. Slider up and away, high, 1-2. Change up and in, popped up to 3rd. Mustachio comes in a few steps, calls for it on the dirt, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Hokie as he gets through the 5th. Bottom 5, it's 2-1. Hokie leads off, followed by Cardenas and Fielder. Fast-paced, low-scoring game here in Game 2. Let's see if we can, turn the tide a bit. Both teams sitting on 6 hits, 1 error. Thurman Colt. Hokie leading off the inning. He singled his first time up and scored a run. He's 1 for 1 and locked in. Change up in the dirt on the check swing. Ball 1. Curveball lined at the middle. Nice diving stop by Jackson on the short hop. 1 down. Unlucky. Next up, Cardenas 0 for 2 for the rookie. Fastball away, ball 1. Change away, fouled off, 1-1. Slider down and in, line to Jackson, 2 down. Next up is Ian Fielder, 1 for 2 with an RBI triple his last time at the plate. Change at the knees, rip foul, 0-1. Fastball away, 1-1. Curveball at the knees, line to left center field. That is in the gap, and Fielder's going to have extra bases for the 2nd time today. He's only going to get a double out of this one as he's in there at 2nd, easily standing up. 2 for 3 day for Ian, and he's in scoring position for Mustachio. Mario 0 for 2 today and only hitting 1 for 6 in the postseason, looking to turn his postseason around. Fastball inside, 0-1. Change of rip foul, 0-2. Chase the fastball up and in, strike 3. O gets through the 5th to the 6th. It's still 2-1. Manley trips and Sox 2 up. Here's Grunt Manley, 1 for 2. RBI single earlier in the game. Struck out swinging last time up. Just puts curveball down and in. Inside, ball 1. Fastball away. Chop the short, charging his fielder. He's going to barehand it and fire. 1 down, nice play. Next up, Trips, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch slider away, outside, ball 1. Fastball up and in, high, 2-0. Curveball down and in, fouled off, 2-1. Change up and away, chased it outside, 2-2. Fastball down and away, chopped up the first base line, just foul. 2-2 pitch coming again. Slider middle in. Swung through it, strike 3. 5th punch up for Hokie. 2 down in the inning. That is going to bring out for Seymour Sox. He's 0 for 2 and tense. Fastball down at the knees. Low, ball 1. Ball up and in. Lined up the middle, base hit for Seymour. His first hit in the playoffs. He's 1 for 3 today. Now back to neutral mojo, and that is going to bring out tough lift. 0 for 2 and tense. First pitch curveball at the knees. Runner goes. Throw down by Perez is way late. Easy stolen base for Sox. He's 1 for 1 today. Go off to second. Nothing doing. Fastball down and in. Chopped up the middle. Cardenas dives past her into center field. Thurman Colt lines up and fires. Here comes Sox. He will score. First hit in the playoffs for Tough Lift is an RBI single. It is 3-1. Van Moon up next. 1 for 2 today with a single. Hokie's first pitch up and away is a fastball. Fouled off. 0-1. No longer locked in is Jude. Slider down and in. Swung through it. 0-2. Curveball down and away in the dirt. Good block. 1-2. Change up and in. Moon fouls it off. We'll do it again. Still at 1-2. Fastball up and away. High. 2-2. Slider down and in. Chop to short in the hole. Fielder charges and fires. In time to end the inning, but the Jacks get the RBI single from Tough Lift to get an insurance run. It is 3-1 to the bottom of the 6th. Trunk, Swiner, and Colt due up. Quality start for Jude, though, despite that. Trunk, Swiner, and Colt due up. Here's Joseph Trunk. He's 0 for 2 today. Still looking for his first hit of the contest. Change up at the knees, 0-1. Slider low, 1-1. Slider in the dirt, 2-1. High hater, 2-2. Fastball up, chopper to second. Easy play for Buffler, 1 down. Next up is Buck Swiner. He's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Slider inside, ball 1. Slider inside, 1-1. Slider at the knees, ripped to right field into the corner. Sox dives off his glove. That is a base hit for Swiner. He's going for 2. Throw from Sox is just late. It is a double for Buck, his 3rd hit. Next up is Colt. He's 2 for 2. Double and a single today as Buck is locked in at 2nd. RBI chance for Thurman to get us back within a run. Let's see what he does with it. Fastball inside from O, ball 1. Slider hangs. That's in the gap. Caught by Sox at his shoe tops. Caught it at about sock height. 2 down, and that brings up Borgener. He's 0 for 2. Change up inside, line to first. Manley leaping to make the catch to end the inning. Once again, we can't score with runners in scoring position. For the 7th, it's 3-1. We're going to be making a double switch. Jude Hokie done after 6 innings. 8 hits given up, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. Solid quality start, but again, no run support. Sorry, brother. Just can't do you no favors. Dongo to lead off, 0 for 2 today. Double switch will consist of, let's see, who we're going to pitch to first. Going to go to the rookie Arjun Greenman out of the bullpen, despite having a crappy regular season. We're going to take off Rolf Borgener, who was last to bat last inning. And we're going to bring on Carter Mahoney. He will play right field, and Buck Swiner will move to left field. Alrighty, Greenman in the regular season. You want to see how bad this was? The only reason he's still here, there was no good reliever to replace him that was affordable. Greenman on the air in his rookie campaign, 0-1. .990 ERA, .210 WHIP, 9 appearances, 11 earned runs, 10 innings pitched, 18 hits surrendered, 2 homers, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts, batting average against .375. It was a mess. Will he bounce back in the postseason? I highly doubt it. Fastball away, line to right field. Mahoney back a few steps, makes the catch after being newly inserted into the game. 1 down. Next up is Yamamoto, 1 for 3 with a single. Contact versus left-hander still active here. Two-seamer high, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, fouled off. 0-1 the count. Slider up, line to center field. That is a base hit. Colt over, cuts it off and gets it in. Next up, Buffler, 1 for 3 with a single and still tense. First pitch slider up and away, fouled off. 0-1. You see my middle in, runner goes, chopped up the middle to Cardenas, taps the bag 1, on to first, double play. Thank you, hit and run, you saved my ass. Double play gets us out of the inning. Bottom 7, we're still down 3-1 though. Perez, Mahoney, and Cardenas do up. Here's Perez, he's 0 for 2 today. Let's see what he does here. Fly out and ground out. Change up away, a strike, 0-1. Curveball inside, 1-1. Heater at the knees, 1-2. Fastball up, chop the second. Easy play for Buffler, 1 down. Next up is Carter Mahoney, right fielder, sophomore outfielder, getting his first at bat of the postseason. Looking to turn our game around here. Fastball down and in inside, ball 1. Changeup's inside, 2-0. Changeup at the knees, he's out on his front foot on the load up, and that's going to be an easy fly out to left field. 2 down. Next up, Cardenas, rookies 0 for 3 today, lined out twice and grounded out. Fastball high, ball 1. Changeup low, 2-0 the count. Down and in, chopped in the hole to third. Yamamoto, another diving stop. 1-2-3 inning for Donk O as he's through the 7th. To the 8th, still 3-1. Jackson, Manley, and Trips do up. Here's Jackson, 1 for 3, RBI single back in the first inning. Fastball inside, grounded up the middle. That's a base hit as it's a seeing eye single. Leadoff man on for the Jacks here as they look to get some more insurance runs. Here's first baseman Grunt Manley. Also an RBI single back in the first inning. He's 1 for 3 today. Specialist is active for the first time for the rookie, Greenman. You see we're down and in the first pitch is inside, ball 1. Fastball up and away is outside, 2-0. You see we're up and in, fouled off, 2-1. Slider down and away. Chop foul, 2-2. Tough out activates here. Slider inside, line to first, right at trunk, taps the runner, easy unassisted double play. Next up, Slash Trips, 1 for 3 with a single. Four-seamer away, check swing strike, 0-1. Seamer up and in, line foul, 0-2. Slider down and in, chased it in the dirt. First career postseason punch out for Arjun Greenman. Bottom 8, it's 3-1. Fielder, Mustachio, and Trunk do up. Here's Fielder. He's the only batter that's really done anything today. He's 2 for 3. He's tripled in a run and doubled today. Oh, now locked in. Fastball up and in, a strike. Slider inside, 1-1. Slider hangs, line to Manley, 1 down. We just can't catch a break. Next up, Mustachio, 0 for 3. Heater in the dirt, ball 1. Heater at the knees, 1-1. Fastball up and in is popped up, shallow left center field. There's Jackson, 2 down. Next up, Joseph Trunk, 0 for 3 today. Change away, rip foul, 0-1. Curveball inside, 1-1. Fastball up, 1 hopper to second, easy play for Buffler. 1-2-3 inning for Donk O, who's through the 8th. To the 9th, Sox lift and Moon do up. Here's Sox, 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball down and away, a strike, going 1. Slider hangs, line to center, base hit. Speedy outfielder on base. Brings up tough lift, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI today. Get off to first, nothing doing. First slider down and in, chased in the dirt, 0-1. Simmer down and away, strike called, 0-2. Fastball up and in, called strike 3. Throw down is late. Second punch out for not Cardenas. Second punch out for Greenman and second stolen base for Sox. Next up, Moon, 1 for 3 with a single. Specialist active here. Fastball away, outside, ball 1. Slider middle in, fouled off. 1-1. Simmer up and in, high, 2-1. Fastball down and in, strike called, 2-2. Slider down and away, in the dirt, full count. Post activates for the first time for Greenman. Simmer up and away, swung through it, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks, third punch out for Greenman. 2 down, and that'll bring up Donko, 0 for 3, but still locked in. Four-seamer at the letters, fouled off, 0-1. Slider down, in the dirt, good block by Perez, 1-1. Seamer down and in, fouled off, 1-2. Fastball up and away. Line to first, right at trunk, and Greenman has 3 shutout innings out of the bullpen. Something he never did in the regular season. Bottom 9, last chance for the Buzzards. Swiner, Colt, and the pitcher slot do up. Swiner leading off, 3 for 3 today. He doubled last time up. He's also singled twice. He's locked in currently. O's also locked in, going for the complete game. Fastball high, ball 1. Change up away, 1-1. Fastball up and in, high, 2-1. Fastball up, Swiner lines it to center field. Into the sliding glove of Slash trips. 1 down, and that brings up Thurman Colt. 2 for 3, double and a single, as O is done after 8 1/3 innings. This is the same thing they did with Yolanda Cooper at the last time we played the Jacks in the regular season. He gives up 8 hits, an earned run, and a strikeout. Quality start for Donk. He's in line for the win as Lapata goes for the 2-out save. He got the save in Game 1. Looking to do it again in Game 2. Here's Thurman Colt. 2 for 2 today, double and a single as he takes one inside on the slider, ball 1. Slider middle in, that's a base hit. 3rd hit for Thurman Colt today. That'll bring up the pitcher slot, Greenman. We will pinch hit. Who are we going to go to? That's the question. We are going to go with... There's a righty on the mound, so we're going to go with left-handed hitting, backup middle infielder, Nathaniel Hurls, the sophomore middle infielder. Powers right-hander active for him. Cutter high, ball 1. Fastball down and in, Colt. Hurls bloops at the left center, but that hangs up for Moon, 2 down. Last chance to dance for the Buzzards is Samuel Perez, the catcher, who's 0 for 3. All right, Samuel, if you're going to pull out a home run out of your ass, now would be the time. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Cutter up and away. Manley dives to add insult to injury, and we are swept out of the playoffs for the 2nd time in 3 seasons. And for the 3rd straight year, we are eliminated in round 1 of the playoffs. I hate this fucking game. Good effort. Good pitchers duel in Game 2. Nice close game in Game 1. Nothing went our way. Sounds like the story of our season. Inconsistent until the very end. You'll love to see it. And we thought the first batter of the game was the tone for the entire series. Boy, were we wrong. Hitless today for the Jacks, only the pitcher, Donko. Everybody else got at least 1. RBI for Jackson on a single, Manley on a single, and Tough Lift on a single. RBIs for Ian Fielder on our side on a triple. He had 2 hits, 3 hits for Buck Swiner and Thurman Colt, and 1 hit for Jude Hokey. Everybody else, hitless. No hits for Cardenas, Mustachio, Trunk, Borgener, Greenman, Hurls, or Mahoney or Perez. Love to see that. Love to see it. Yep, that sounds about right, Hoon. We did sneak in. I didn't expect much of us. 0-8 in the third innings, 8 hits, an earned run, a strikeout. He gets the quality start and the win. Lapata, the 2-out save, giving up only a hit. Hokies, quality start, 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. He falls to 0-1 in the playoffs. Greenman, 3 shutout innings out of the bullpen. I'm impressed by the rookie. He actually did something right for once in his life. Donko, player of the game, not surprising. Ian Fielder, RBI triple and a double, 2 for 4 day. Jude Hokey, the third place finisher with the quality start and 5 strikeouts. Oy, this is depressing. For some reason, we still can't get out of the first round of the playoffs. Then again, I'm not fucking surprised. Thank you guys, thank you, appreciate that. Alright, well, let's sim it and see how we go. May the freebooters win for one boy. Well, they jump after a 2-0 lead, and they're going to get it done, and they knock out the hot corners. Wild Pigs upset the Sirloins in 10. And the B-Wolves win in 11. So both top seeds advance on our side, bottom seeds advance on the other. Wild Pigs take game 1. B-Wolves going to crush the Jackson game 1. Freebooters blow it 6-4. Wild Pigs sweep to advance to the finals as the bottom seed. Jacks force game 3. And then rally but lose. So it's 2 versus 4 in the finals. Will the B-Wolves take it or the Wild Pigs? Pigs take game 1 and 10, 3-2. And they busted open in game 2. They sweep the series 9-3, the final score. Wild Pigs, as the bottom seed, are your champions. You love to see it. Although I think they did have a better record than us. I think they were 9-7, if I remember correctly. Let's go back to that regular season there real quick. Oh, you can't show the standings, can you? Oh, wait, you can. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Oh, they were 8-8. We had the same run differential and everything. Guess the difference was they knew what to do with that momentum, and we as a team were inconsistent all year and couldn't do jack shit. Well, through 3 seasons, we sit at 34-21, a 62% winning percentage if you round up. 3 playoff appearances, but no rings to show for it. Arguably our worst season last year, as it was the only season we didn't win the division title. But the result's been the same every year. We can't get out of the quarterfinals. I guess we go into the offseason and see what we can do to fix this team. It might be just time for a full teardown, and we just go with it. Even Joseph Trunk, just, maybe hold on to just Cardenas, and then just, see how things swing out. I think it might be time for that full rebuild, because clearly we can't get it done. Oh well. Is what it is. Just gotta accept it and move on, I suppose. Anyway, that's the playoffs. Wild Pigs are your champions. Cool. Alright, so at business as usual, we lose in the first round. This time it was a sweep. At least the team that beat us didn't make it to the finals. And at least the division rival didn't make it to the finals or win a title. So hey, we'll take that. But yeah, next episode is going to be the off season where we try to figure out how do we make this team better. I don't think there is a chance we do that. I think we have to rebuild with a core of young players and just go from there. That might be our only strategy here. Tune in next time to see what I decide to do. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much. Obviously, I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for showing up in the chat and cheering us on, even though there wasn't much to cheer about for the most part. Still, thank you for sticking around this far. I appreciate it as always. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you're new around here. I promise you won't regret it. Until next time, guys, this is the Nasty One, signing off.